And the scariest thing is the messages I get that go, hey, Zherka, I'm just like you and I'm getting now. And I go, that's why you're doing it? You don't believe in a family? You don't want to go to Walmart with a baddie? You don't want to go to Costco with a nice wife and kids? Well, I just play Valorant and I say base stuff so she likes me. Oh, wow. That is so... How old are you that you think like that? You just got to ask yourself, are they infiltrated by Masonic programming more than men?
You wanted to make at least your equivalent, if not preferably better. Remember, this is your ideal guy.
Yeah.
Okay. You want a guy that's more confident than yourself.
Yeah.
More experienced than yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you don't want equal. He's like walking her down and he doesn't even realize what... Matter of fact, women push for I want a partnership when it's really men who should be pushing for it. Men should be begging. They should be like, please, let's make it a little more even.
Cause a lot of strain on a
Listen to what she said. It creates too much pressure as a man. Without pressure, is he still a man? She's trying to degenerate him into a boy, into like a loser. Couple is the only thing I care about. Not hookups, not this. I like duos. I like duos through life. And not even before I had God, I always liked duos. I always liked just two on the Pokemon adventure, no extra. Duos are the best.
So do you not drink?
Yeah, I mean, as a guy, man, you can't afford to have things that clout your inhibition or your ability to go out there and create and become a better version of yourself. And I think like that's why I'm really big on like not drinking, doing drugs, any of that stuff. You got to be focused all the time.
Based
So how do you find...
grilling. I don't even know what that is. No shot! Myron Gaines. Oh, oh, it's this feminist idiot. Let's go, Myron. Oh, this is so cool. This is to me, this is even better than Take because Myron loves Vegeta.
Let a girl look at my phone?
Why?
Because I'm going to have other girls in there. 100%.
Hi, I'm Simon Reynolds and I'm back. New season, new dates. And to be honest with you, I'm not impressed with the dating scene.
I think 99%.
Mid. I don't care what anyone says. She's mid. Go to a club. Figure it out. Okay?
Of the world's problems would be solved if females walked through life with their body count on their forehead.
I've given some high scores.
If females walked around life with their body counts on their foreheads, no one would ever talk to them again. No, I'd be like, hello, used. How many guys go over? Oh my God. You're like a walking train wreck.
I thought we might as well do the date properly.
Ah, see, I like this. And I've definitely given some low scores.
Mid.
So, like, I'll just say Venus carrot.
Wait till I'm on this show. Wait till I'm on this show after popping off on YouTube. They'll be like, put that red pill guy on. And I'll just get on with this hat. And I'll be like, MAGA, 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 men are better than women, MAGA.
And layers with nice job.
She doesn't want you, John. Hey, question. This is a great chat, great energy. Jill, you fixed it. Nice. One in the chat if this woman would do anything for me. Like, why are we pretending like I'm not the king? I'm the king. I'm the king, dude. That's why I'm kind of the king. I'm not a mathematician. This is what I do.
Oh my God. It's time to find a man that can tick all the boxes.
Do you know what? There wasn't actually any red flags. Wow.
Myron Gaines, I'm here to...
You know how I know women love me? Because it's very hard to get piped while holding your breath, right? They got to hold their breath. Right? Because I just came out the ocean. I smell like oysters, right? I smell like sea turtles and... I smell like some... Let's go, Myron. Oh, he's looking pretty jacked.
On a date, I think? Or a debate? I don't know. Someone put a bag over my head and told me to show up here, and they just brought me here.
Do you go on a lot of dates?
Ooh. We're in England, so I can't invoke the fifth. Damn, what do you guys say when you don't want to incriminate yourself here in England?
No comment.
Yeah, okay, no comment.
By that, I'm judging you're a one night kind of guy.
2 to 3. I try to keep my retention somewhat high. I need a good rating on
All Myron does is dog stupid Miami.
what do you guys use here? You guys use TripAdvisor? It's in 1997?
I hate when people act like, oh, John, how can you say that? The people get dogged in Miami, LA, you know, these international cities. They want to be dogged. Like, they have no self-respect. They want to be dogged. It's kind of sad. So it's not like all on Myron.
What the hell?
Can Cheyenne ask you whatever she likes?
Yeah. Yeah, I got nothing to hide unless it's like former government stuff. But other than that, I'll say whatever that I can disclose.
And finally, are you ready?
I think so. I don't know. The dudes that kidnapped me and brought me here, they said it would be fun. I don't know. Hey, what's up? How are you?
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Myron,
you.
pleasure to meet
Myron.
you. You gonna give me a hug or what?
Oh,
Don't be awkward.
okay.
Oh, no.
Hug. Nice to meet you.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Chilling.
You smell nice.
Thank you. I try.
He made me hug him. I don't know why I've done that. So, how are you?
Chilling.
Chilling?
Doing well. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not how you do it. You walk up and you just do this to her. Ooh, you look nice. And then she goes, oh, I don't know if I'm afraid. That's when you just sit down and say, your father hates you. Just catch her off guard. Your father hates you. You know how I know? Because I'd hate you too. No, okay, hold on.
Cool.
Is that cough syrup on the table?
By yourself.
I'm good, thank you. Good. It's a bit hot in
I'm
here
good, thank you. Thank you, I'm good. Why don't you learn the English language?
though, so my hands are a
Yeah,
bit
it is.
like,
It is warm. I will say that it's definitely
Yeah.
warm, but it's called grilling, right? So
Oh, I like that.
attractive but typical girl.
So tell me,
Yes. Yes. She looks like one of those women who's got like another 4 months. You're like smashing on the clock. Holy shit, bro. 4 more months until this one crashes against the wall. I better enjoy this. Yeah, clip it, ship it, cancel me. I don't give a f. All she does is roast men.
what about you, Myron?
I'm a professional misogynist. No, I'm just kidding.
Great.
Loved by some, hated by many. Just
Yeah.
on the internet. Yeah.
On the
Based.
internet. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're both on the internet. I've
Yeah, we are.
seen.
It's a strange life.
Yeah,
Very
I've seen
strange.
some videos. You're not a fan of me, are you?
You know, I'm not a fan of many things.
Yeah.
You just happen to be in there maybe a little bit.
Why is that?
We disagree on some things.
I think we might get on though. That's why I'm like interested. Off to a great start. He hates me.
I think it's very important to be able to articulate your views, and if you don't agree with someone, it doesn't mean you have to hate them. But
Exactly.
you know, but I think being too agreeable is.
Holy shit, Dylan, you got that many hours watching me? Yo, who's got the most in this chat? There's a dude with 1,000. Top 2%, top 1%. Who's got the most? You think Tapia? Get his job.
Not good. Very
Really?
bad, especially as a man. Because typically, if a guy is too agreeable, you can't trust him.
Really?
True.
Yeah.
Why?
Because all men want to get laid. And if you don't tell the truth and you're just being agreeable, well, he's trying to get laid and he's trying to lie as well. So,
Well, at least the man actually admits all men are trying to get laid.
oh yeah, 100%. It's absolutely pointless to have a female friend.
No, it's not pointless to have a female
Based.
friend.
Very pointless. 100%. Why would guys sit there and be friends with girls? It's pointless. Stupid.
So you don't have any female friends?
Absolutely not. It's a waste of time.
How is it a waste?
You know what's funny? I don't say it to look cool. I've never had a female friend until Twitch where it's like, oh, it's content. It's like I'm gaining. But yeah, I've never had one.
The time.
Also,
Because-
I was also in a weird position where they'd always do this when they got drunk around me. Like trying to kiss. And I'm like, you're a friend for a reason, bro.
Women don't offer much utility to you as a guy.
What makes you think that?
Well, I mean, if you get in some kind of fight, she can't do nothing. What's she gonna do? She's like, oh my God. It's like,
Why
and
would
then,
you want a woman
if
that
anything,
fights?
she's a liability. That's what I'm trying
But
to
a
say.
woman would fight. Like, I'd fight a woman for you if you're my man.
I don't want my girl to be involved in any type of physical confrontation.
Really?
That's not her job. That's my job. So I
True.
look at it like, if I'm with a girl and I'm supposed to protect her and provide for her, etc., I want that to be my woman. I'm not gonna give that type of energy to like a friend. That's stupid. Why am I gonna put my life on the line for a girl that doesn't even suck my dick? Wait, but is that too much there?
I think you should just.
This guy. All right. Head in the chat. Let's go.
able to have a friendship with women though? Well, firstly, it's not always like men versus women. So I kind of feel like having female friends will give you that balance to understand like there's actually nice, normal women out there that aren't just trying to sleep with you like for your money or everything like that. We bring a lot of value.
I've interviewed almost 1,600 women now at this point, and I would say, without a shadow of a doubt, women are absolutely terrible at being understanding what it takes to be attractive to women as a man. So their advice typically is not good at all.
1,600 women. Poor women. Men carry like a lot of like hurt and they push it on women.
Okay. Hurt in what way?
Yeah, I think it's because like, for example, this incel culture, which like respectfully, like your podcast really brings to life. You're just projecting onto women unnecessarily because there's a lot of good women. Like I myself would say I'm a good woman. I don't do anything wrong. I'm very loyal. I'm a kind woman. And a lot of men will make the assumptions because of podcasts like yours and people and men like you to then push that onto me.
Wait, how are you loyal if your show is about dating dudes? I don't even get it. I'm a loyal ass ho. You know, my whole show is about like meeting men and shit. And we got to take it serious because it's like a big show.
This kind of woman, I'm a gold digger and I'm this and that and I'm not.
Well, the reality is, would it be fair to say that most men, I mean, you said there's a whole incel culture, etc. Would it be fair to say that most guys are losers and don't really measure up?
I personally don't think that, but
keep it
I
a thousand.
No, but I'm saying
keep it a
no,
thousand.
No, I personally don't. Like genuinely, I don't.
Okay.
Like I genuinely
Being
don't.
politically correct. I'll keep it real since you don't want to. Most guys, I'll be honest, are fat, losers, and don't have leadership qualities. And there's a whole bunch of reasons for that. And most women, quite frankly, are terrible. They're fat, rude, crass, whatever it may be. And most of them don't qualify for a relationship, and most guys don't qualify to be the leader of said relationships. I think it goes on both parts. Okay, the men are weak, and the women, there's a bunch of issues there. So what we basically highlight on our podcast is you need to be the best version of yourself. And I think the thing is that guys are yearning for this because we've been lying to men for the better part of 5 to 6 decades about what being masculine and strong actually is. We've been demonizing it when in reality, guys need to become stronger. Because no woman wants a weak man, even though girls say dumb shit like, oh, well, you know, I want you to be emotionally intelligent and get in tune with your feelings or whatever. It's all a lie. Oh, see. Okay.
No, but I personally would like a man that's emotionally available and emotionally intelligent, but it's not me saying like...
That she's lying. She's lying. Every time they get married, they're thinking of the guy who was cold. I wonder what it'd be like if I was with that guy. This guy's kind of a bitch. You know why guys get confused here? Is that when a man opens up to another man, the man feels it. So he goes, oh, that wasn't cringe, bro. Like, I understand what you're going through. The woman doesn't feel it. She doesn't understand at all, dude. That's why men are like, actually, you can open up. You can totally open up. I remember my homie once opened up to me, and I didn't think he was cringe. Yeah, because you're a guy. You probably related to his problems. But if you were a chick, it wouldn't be the same way, right? And then people are like, well, there's some chicks who don't find it corny. Yeah, that's like, we're not talking about less than 1% of the population, right? You just got to ask yourself, are they infiltrated by Masonic programming more than men? Yeah, they're 80% of the consumer market. Of course they're brainwashed. You can trust a brainwashed person with your problems? Are you high?
I want you crying all the time. So, do you know what I mean? It's true though. Like, so I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, you have to give some room for men because like men's mental health is a serious like issue.
We tell guys not to be vulnerable in front of your girl. You know, you go ahead, you're going to be vulnerable, you're going to shed a tear, whatever. You do that around other men that understand, you know, the male experience. Women don't understand the male experience at all. And it goes to show, like when I said earlier, when you put the girl in a male perspective, I want you to pick up this girl. They always fall flat on their face because women are in a privileged position where they don't have to necessarily understand what it takes to attract a man because men come to them.
For me,
he's slaying it.
As a partner, I would want to be able to give my man a safe space to be able to be vulnerable. And it's like, but not completely like, oh my God, cry all the time.
Except when you give him a safe space, you feel unsafe. You just don't admit it. So it's good that you want to be like a nice person and stuff. You want to be like, oh, look at me, I'm his hero. But if it's weakening arousal, it's weakening him. It's stupid. It's like not worth it.
But just so he knows, like, it's like things are okay. You know, like it's supposed to be a partnership.
No,
it's not supposed to be a partnership, you dumb liberal. If it was a partnership, you'd be fighting the Hamburglar and paying the bills.
Partnership.
Why is
That's
it not?
another common lie in modern day dating. It's not a
But
partnership.
I want a
whatsoever.
partnership though.
Question for you.
If it was a partnership, every one of you would become lesbian. That's the truth. It's never been a partnership, not even once. Matter of fact, women push for I want a partnership when it's really men who should be pushing for it. Men should be begging. They should be like, please, let's make it a little more even. Right? They don't even know what she's saying. They say stuff to look cool. Statistically, she's a liar, right?
Do you want a man that's taller than you? Idealistically speaking?
Ideally, probably, because I like to wear heels. I like to be seen.
Fantastic. Do you want a guy that's stronger than you?
Yeah.
Do you want a guy that makes more money than you?
I'm not fussed about money.
Okay.
Liar. That's a scary one, right? What's scarier, telling the truth there or lying? They're both whole answers.
You want it to make at least your equivalent, if not preferably better. Remember, this is your ideal guy.
Yeah.
Okay. You want a guy that's more confident than yourself,
Yeah.
more experienced than yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you don't want equal. He's like walking her down, and he doesn't even realize what. He's like, he's taking the for a stroll. She doesn't get it.
You basically described the superior. So you expect this guy to come in and have a partnership with you?
Whatever he might excel on, I'll also add value in other ways. 'Cause
Nope. That's such lie. Because the things he excels on, that's the meat and potatoes. We don't care about your peas. We don't care how good you are at bringing the peas. You're cheating if you think that you're going to do a partnership bringing peas to the cookout. Hell no. Hell no. That potluck where you bring peas and expect the same amount of shit on your plate, get the out of here. If we're the meat and potatoes, shut the up. Stop asking for more. Your life is good as peas. Our lives suck. We got to work hard for for the potatoes and the meat and the potato. I can't talk. Sorry. Gotta watch what I do now. John Zherka, I'm seeing a girl for 1 month. It's good, but she sometimes clearly ignores my messages, and it's online. It's intentional, right? Question mark. What do you mean it's online? And if she's ignoring your messages, she's not ignoring your messages. She's talking to another guy. They don't just ignore for the sake of ignoring. They're pathetic. They're literally desperate for attention. You could give them the world of attention. They'll say, what about the moon and the sun? So, you know, for all of humanity, men have done everything they could to, society has done everything they could to suppress female sexuality because it's that chaotic, right? I mean, it's fun until they kill themselves. They're like, oh, my body count's so high and blah, blah, blah. That's not fun. It's fun until they become drunk wine moms and hate their lives. You know what I mean?
It's not always about being physically on par with that person just for certain requirements. Like you can't birth a baby, you know. And things
Yeah,
like that.
but
so we complement each other in other ways, and so we're still equal in that sense.
men and women are not equal at all. At all. That's another fallacy that we have in modern day dating culture, which
Men are literally better than women in every single category. It's scary. Engineering, philosophy, art, fitness, like every single category. It's terrifying how much better men are. And that's the worst thing you can face as a woman because you're already suffering from penis envy, competing with your man, blah, blah, blah. But a woman just needs to see her man as an extension, like a sword. The minute she sees him as a partner, she's suffering. But if she sees the man as an art, as a partner, then she's failing. You know, like if I was a girl, I'd see my man as a Gundam, a Metabot, a Pokemon. I'd be like, I'm with Charizard. Yeah, Charizard, burn that motherfucker. Yeah, seismic toss that motherfucker. But women don't. They go, I want to be a Charizard. Why? No, you don't. All right, hold on. Stella says, not in art, not psychology. Really? Well, who are the most famous psychologists of all time? Sigmund Freud, Carl Jung. These are men, okay? Men will always beat women in psychology. In art, Da Vinci, all the artists throughout history are men. Fitness in some aspects. No, I doubt even yoga. Even cooking is Gordo. you know, you can try and do this thing where you compete with men, but you have to realize I'm competing with those men too. I'm suffering too, right? I'm not Da Vinci. So it's not like just you're suffering because they're better than you. If you feel inferior, you got to ask yourself, how does the average dude feel that has to compete with those guys for real? You know? You are so wrong. Look at your psycho hat. Okay, White Feather, let's get some magas in the chat for you. Let's traumatize you a little bit in your safe space. Yeah, get drowned, bitch.
Lead so many women astray. We're not the same. There's certain things that men can do that women can't do, and vice versa. And we're different.
Name a successful woman quick. Bill Gates' wife post-divorce. Forgot the bitch. Melinda. Got it.
And we're designed to complement each other. And I don't believe in partnerships. I think men come in and lead, women follow.
It's not that you don't believe in partnerships, Myron. It's that they don't. If you kick your feet up on the date, if you kick your feet up and say, take me out, she'll get pissed. Every guy wants to ride passenger. I want to ride shotgun. I don't want to take you to a date. Matter of fact, I hate going on dates. Fucking got to sit at a restaurant and we both got to pretend like the waitress don't want to suck the skin off my dick. Are you fucking kidding me? It's awkward. It's weird. It's like, I'm like sitting there like, what the fuck are we doing? I'm going to go home and watch some anime, bro. I'm going to go watch some anime and keck in my Discord and at the whole server. Hey, guys. What are you guys up to today?
I find it funny because women typically want a man. And here's the thing. What you just described is what every girl wants. But they think that they're going to go into a relationship with a guy that's better than them in every single metric, and it's going to be an equal partnership or 50-50. It doesn't work that way. There's always a leader.
Well, it does. Eventually, the man becomes equal if he shakes her hand for a partnership because she brings him all the way down to being a failure. Then they leave you. As soon as it's a full partnership, as soon as you've lost your business, everything, as soon as you're actually on her level, they leave you. That's what you wanted. You wanted me to miss work.
There's always a decider. And for it to work, the man's got to be in a leadership role, never the woman.
I've always loved Myron. I always say Kevin Samuels, Myron. Kev is number one. He was pro-family. Rest in peace to Kev.
Women can't lead anything.
Yeah, we can.
Nothing.
It creates too much pressure on you as a man then. Because if you want to be this like macho man, do you not think that's going to cause a lot of strain on a
Listen to what she said. It creates too much pressure as a man. Without pressure, is he still a man? She's trying to degenerate him into a boy, into like a loser. Without the pressure, you don't have the definition of a man anymore. It's too much pressure. Actually, the more pressure, the more of a man, okay? Yeah, I'm going into a war zone. All right, hold on.
relationship.
Pressure creates diamonds. Because here's the thing, women
diamonds are made under pressure is what you're trying to say.
are just the cherry on top. Like you should have already built the cake by the time she comes into the picture.
True.
You know, you should have already conquered a boardroom or conquered some kind of physical labor, or played sports at some point in your life, endured some kind of stress. Like men need to go through pain. Men must become. Women are, men must become. Being a loser.
You know how great men are, chat? They'll make millions of dollars and still stick with one chick and start a family. A lot of them do that. You'd think at millions of dollars, they'd be like, time to hoe out. But a lot of them just say, nah, I'm still going to be a good person. I'm still going to, even if they don't have a God or they don't have a holy book, a lot of them still go back to that life that they're, I don't want to say programmed into, because there's no programming with God, right? One hole, one dick, that's it.
Losers are unacceptable. If you're broke, fat, or you don't got yourself together, that's your problem.
Yeah, but then men like you would complain about women because you'd say, oh, they only come for like the glory of it, like, and not the graft. So I'd rather be with someone that I'm building with.
Oh, I've never said that women build. I actually say the contrary. I say women don't build, they move in.
Yeah, but don't you think?
No, they don't move in and they don't build, they tear down. And it comes from envying their partner.
Acknowledge that cold reality 100%. And I tell guys they need to build the castle so that she can come in and, you know, put some things up here.
The whole point is to build a castle so strong that when she starts ripping bricks off, it's still warm inside. Okay? They're not going to build and they're not going to sustain. They're going to take down.
here and there in your castle, but at the end of the day, you got to build the structure. Women aren't going to build it with you. Those days are done. Women
But
want a guy
women
that's
do.
pretty
Some
simple.
women do though. Like a lot of women do.
Some?
No, a few. Like the ones I know.
John Zherka, not every woman is a selfish destroyer. Right, but aren't we talking about, I know not every, but aren't we talking about the modern female? Like, let's look at the modern female. You need to have clout. Minimum 250K to do good with them. And you have to be socially available to so many other chicks for her to even get aroused. Dude, they ask for a lot, right? And I don't think it's healthy to give advice for like a 1% type of woman. Like, we're not going to the slums to find these. You know, we're city people. We live in the city. We meet these kind of people, and we've got to cope, right? If we did it your way, we'd be alone for 5 years looking for one. And ask a guy after 24 years old, being alone gets rough, you know? I did it for a long time, but when I look at it, I go, it's not that healthy to be an incel. I am the best one in the chat. I'm the greatest incel there was. I got to go back to that.
I would say a minority. A majority want a guy that comes pre-assembled.
What is he talking about?
So we got to go off with the
What do you mean? You didn't have an argument against him.
majority, not the minority. If I'm advising men how to, operate in the dating marketplace, I can't tell them, look out for this 10% that wants to build with you. No, the reality is most women want you to come pre-assembled. And to be honest, the most attractive and youngest women that have the most options, they definitely want you to come pre-assembled. Women want winners. They sit at the finish line and pick the winners.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in New Britain, Connecticut.
Okay.
2 hours north of New York City.
So what was your upbringing like?
Great. Parents were
So what about a relationship that starts from a young age? Yeah, those are the best ones. I'd recommend get married to that one, but she's still going to be watching Kim Kardashian. And I wonder what my life would be like if I just answered my DMs. And then, they ruin their lives and they go, what a bad idea. I sure miss my first boyfriend, my high school sweetheart. Right? You're battling globalists. You don't hate women. You hate globalists. If they didn't have that TV, they wouldn't be... I mean, how many guys would have trouble with a woman from the 1950s who just popped up out of a time machine, right? And she'd be like, hey, let's go get some cream sodas. You'd be like, okay. And then you'd suck her tits outside of a carnival and she'd be happy and she'd say, that's all you're getting for 3 months. And you'll say, wow, I respect you. You don't give me any ass? She goes, no, I'm just hot, but I don't give it up until you're serious about me. And you're like, okay, I guess I'm serious about you because you're rare as Then you look at your phone at all the girls who will just give you ass in the first 10 seconds of meeting you, and you're like, there's no way I'm trading. I think I'll stick with the carnival bitch. Does that make sense? My mother was born in 1959. I'm saying a time traveler. I'm not saying to date your mom. I bet she got huge tits. You're not even talking to me right now. What are you talking about? Am I making sense to anyone, or is the chat freezing for no reason? I'm not going to do this analysis stream. I'll just watch the video if we're going to do this. If you think women are different in the past, you haven't taken the black pill yet. You're a fucking moron. You think a Christian woman from the 1950s behaves like a modern day Christian of today? No, what's sad is not that a guy will lie to get her in the bedroom. What's sad is that she knows he's lying and still lets him hit because she's pathetic. She's defeated, right? She's like, I'm just having fun. Yeah, well, it's going to follow you for the rest of your life in your psyche. You can't just, you can repress all you want. It's in your brain forever, my dude. And it comes back. You'll be like with your kids and it comes back in your head where you're getting railed by 10 dudes. And then you look at your children and your children can sense that their mom was a hoe. And then the kids don't feel confident and they shoot up schools and they become psychopaths. And, single moms raise psychopaths. It's terrifying. If you don't fix women in society, you don't fix society, period. Right? The angle I attack the globalists with the most is the traditional sword and I put it to the throat of the modern woman, metaphorically speaking, because she's the zombie. I can't reach out to the globalists. I can't go to Epstein Island. Can't do that IRL stream. So I'm going to be like, hey, ladies, enough. And a lot of people think you get less bitches if you do it through Zherka's way. You get more. You get more, right? I could scream, every bitch is a hoe on Twitch, and I'd still get them. It's not a scary position to go on my side. And the scariest thing is the messages I get that go, hey, Zherka, I'm just like you and I'm getting now. And I go, that's why you're doing it? You don't believe in a family? You don't want to go to Walmart with a baddie? You don't want to go to Costco with a nice wife and kids? Well, I just play Valorant and I say base stuff so she likes me. Oh, wow. That is so... How old are you that you think like that?
Together the whole time, stable. I had a sister, brother. Still, I mean, they're still alive now. I said had. Yeah. Like, they're gone. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I grew up, went to high school, played basketball in high school, played video games, still have my childhood friends to this day.
Look at this. Wait, what do you think about abstinence? Can it reset her sexuality in a way? If I believed in that, I would have been a happier person. If I believed in that, I would never be yelling live again. I would never be angry again, Stella. If I believed in that, oh my God, my life would be perfect if I believed in that. But I see what you're saying. Can it reset her, as in if she completely went abstinence after being a hoe for, right? Let's say she found God, like the Tila Tequila person. Can it reset her? Well, not Tila, but let's say an average girl who just whatever made mistakes. It's not going to reset her, but it's going to put her so much above the modern woman. It's scary, right? Because if she was a hoe, it's probably because she was kind of fine looking and people got at her, right? But reset is a scary word. Like if I say that resets someone, that's like me stabbing someone and asking for forgiveness. Doesn't work like that, right? Doesn't work like that, okay? I'm thinking about settling down with a Filipino woman. I like their attitude. Yeah, they're cool. They're great. Yeah, I could say so much good shit about that group of people because I know them very well. Yeah, that's a smart idea. Again, the cringe answer is correct. You guys have to go to these third world countries. You have to live there for a year, and you gotta meet one of these. You cannot do this. If you're gonna do the Western society stuff, just like farm it on your channel. But when it's time to get serious, it's time to move. You gotta move, and don't think it's a depressing thing to move. It's fun. You're going to enjoy it. It'll be probably the best year of your life is just getting ice cream and doing normal shit with a third world country girl, right? And you should see when you tell her, hey, I don't want you on Instagram, you should see how she'll laugh and just delete it. She's not going to panic. She's not going to be like, what about my other options? And she's not going to do any of that. You're going to be impressed. And what's crazy is they are way prettier outside of the US. Like, bro, I'm talking no makeup. Way prettier, way fitter, way better genetics. You will thank me. You will kiss me on the lips consensually. I think I should just show you guys one day. I think when I'm 30, I'll just move to one of these countries and show you guys what I mean. And you guys will be like, whoa, Zherka's having so much fun. And, you guys will just get it. You guys will reset your mindsets. But I don't know, chat, we'll answer Stella's question. Can you be abstinent after being a bit of a hoe? And reset yourself. Can you reset a traumatic psyche? I already answered it. I think no. I think your kids deserve better than that. For sure. I think the only exception I'd ever make is if she went on some pilgrimages and was like Mother Teresa, right? If I just unveiled her with the, headscarf thing, I was like, oh shit, you used to be a hoe? And now you're like Mother Teresa? Okay, I'll give you a chance. I think that's the only time I'll do that where people are like, you know, she saved a lot of lives and shit. That's less than 1%, dude. Even Adolf was faithful to one. These 304s are worse than Hitler in the dating market. What the? Adolf Hitler was a homosexual in Munich. That's why he was never seen with women. That's why he never talked to Ava. Like, do your research, dude. Anyone in high levels of power practice homosexual black magic. Okay.
I would say I grew up like in a pretty good situation. We didn't grow up with money, right? We grew up fairly, poor, lower middle class. My parents struggled, especially in the beginning. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I think it's important for young men to grow up like struggling.
Yeah.
I think it builds character. You have to do it.
Myron, one in the chat if you like Myron. This is a weird example, but I've never seen an American girl bukkake more than 30 dudes. But European South, what are you talking about, bukkake? You spelled it wrong. I thought you were going to say something really based, but you just ruined it. Don't send me paragraphs like that.
How will you raise a son with your mindset? I'm just curious to know.
No TV for the son, only martial arts and horseback riding. That's it. That's it. And if he takes hockey, he has to fight. He can't just be like pucking around and shit. He's got to fight. Bill is missing link between monkeys and humans. Okay, dude, I'm not going to let you shit on Friends, bro. Like, you bring a lot of weird shit in my life. I don't even know you like that.
I would raise my son to not be a victim. I'm at a point now where very successful financially, but my son would not see any of this money at all.
Bro, what third world country would you go to? Hands down, Colombia. Colombia or Mexico? Hands down, but it's because I'm superficial. Like, that look is, I'm the kind of guy who stares. If I'm dating someone, I just don't even watch TV. I just stare. I go, whoa, look at this. So hands down, Colombia or Mexico. I do very good in Sweden, but they're not my type. Can't do an Asian country. I don't know why. No, they're not hoes. Even the hoes are not hoes. Like, you should compare body counts. You should compare third world hoes to these. Third world hoes, you'd marry. That's how different it is. You guys haven't traveled like I have, man. But I would go Barcelona, Spain. I'd meet someone there. Everyone there was couple energy. And as it sounds, couple is the only thing I care about. Not hookups, not this. I like duos. I like duos through life. And not even before I had God, I always liked duos. I always liked just two on the Pokemon Adventure, no extra. Duos are the best. In Colombia, John, there are prostitutes. Well, I didn't see them, bro. I met normal people there. I didn't get to party, but I met them at the office, at the dentist place, and I was impressed. I was like, yeah, they're very classy. Well, when I was in Barcelona, Spain, everyone had a girlfriend. Literally everyone on the street. It was like Euro life. It wasn't that whole like, bro, I'm in America and Canada, bro. What the f*** you mean I'm lying? Think of what I'm comparing it to. Are you guys high? I'm in the West. Go to a Muslim country. I'm not trying to die, bro. Right? Imagine trying to have coffee with someone in a Muslim country and 30 of her family members come to slaughter you. I'm not trying to die. Been there, done that. Although I gotta say, no one hoes out harder than Muslims when they start abandoning faith. You ever met a Armenian hoe? Oh no, they're Christians. Excuse me. Have you ever met an Iraqi hoe? Have you ever met an Iraqi hoe who ditched her family? They don't f*** around, bro. They want to be American bad. They go, yeah. They become like hyper hoe. Yeah. They're competing, yeah. But the greatest hoes will always be white chicks. Because they get the most Masonic programming on earth. because they had they're from economically prosperous places, so that's why. I don't know. I'm a simple guy, so I don't think I would do any of that travel the world. I think I would just go, like when I'm old and my chat says, hey, it's time to like buckle down, I'll be like, okay, chat said it, so it must be true. And I'll probably do like a third world country like Colombia, because they look like me. I want someone who looks like me. I like people who look like me, but it was kind of weird in that place because I only saw 35-year-old women. I didn't see anyone my age. You really think terminally online guys would be happy with some ESL low IQ third worlder? Okay, you have to be the dumbest white nationalist I've ever met. Because think of it like this. Third world country women have higher IQs than Western women. That's why they have different problems. Okay? They deal with poverty. They don't deal with like, you're really comparing a white woman's problems to a third world. That's crazy to me. Like, a white woman is on the brink of suicide. Like, her life is, they're the most depressed in the US statistically. I don't know what you're trying to do here, but forget IQ. We're just talking about body counts, because that shows IQ. Like, if a girl has more than a couple, then she's needs serious therapy. But John, what about the guys? I'm not talking about men. Well, isn't it the same thing? Why? Are men and women the same? Oh no, they're like totally opposites. Yeah, okay, so we're not going to do that. I think if the world deleted from their brains, what about the guy? They'd fix all their problems. If women deleted that part of their brain that says, well, what about the man? Then they'd fix all their problems. But they're always competing with men, and it's like super cringe.
I would make him get it out the mud, because like we discussed before, trust fund babies typically don't know what to do in life and how to, they don't understand and appreciate the value of a dollar. And I thank my dad for instilling that in me early. I mean, my first job was at McDonald's and I got fired. And I quickly learned that I didn't want to be in the service industry, but it made me appreciate people in the service industry. So what is this, by the way?
So this is like a tonic wine. When I drink, I'm like quite a mellow person, chill, put you in the mood.
You're not an angry drunk?
No, I'm not actually.
No? Okay, that's good.
I'd be the worst angry drunk.
Yeah, well, I could tell.
So do you not drink?
I don't, it's haram.
So have you never drunk?
I have. I definitely have. But
Weird
I mean,
edit.
it's not really conducive to my life goals at the moment, so I don't really drink like that.
It's just more self-awareness, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, as a guy, man, you can't afford to have things that clout your inhibition or your ability to go out there and create and become a better version of yourself. And I think like that's why I'm really big on like not drinking, doing drugs, any of that stuff. You got to be focused all the time.
Based.
So how do you find dating then, with the way that you are?
I mean, when you understand the code, it's, plug and play. It's like, okay, deal with the girl, size her up, figure out what kind of chick she is, and then bam, you already know kind of how to move.
So like, what's the...
You know what the problem is? Why men have so much trouble is that women look so cute that nobody realizes that underneath that is a monster. It's a disgusting monster ready to take everything you've worked for. And it's like, you have to ask yourself, am I being fooled? You work at a nightclub, you see them lie and pull knives out and you go, okay, so women are capable of this too. Now I understand. But if you never had one of those jobs where you see the worst, you just go your whole life going, well, she just f***ed me up for no reason. No, dude. You gotta sniff out the monsters. This one especially is a monster. This is a monstrosity.
Code.
Depends on the girl.
Okay.
You got to be able to adapt based on the woman that you're sitting across the table from. Yeah, I have the female codes in my sleeves. I know pretty much what they all are.
Okay, so how are you adapting to me right now?
You want me to be honest?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I
I want the code now, and then I'll ask the code again by the end of it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I would say recreational use only, no offense.
So what's like how many codes is there?
Well, it depends on the girl. You know, if you deal with a girl that's younger, that's in her prime years, well, you got to understand that she's more, you know, inclined to look for fun. If you're dealing with a girl that is in her mid-20s, a lot of times she might be pursuing, you know, it depends on the girl, but she might be pursuing some type of stability or some security, and you got to play at that angle. Or if you deal with a girl that's a little bit older, late 20s, 30s, and up, 9 out of 10 times she's going to want some type of security if she hasn't gotten it already.
Code, it's not even that deep. Like, either you like them or not. You don't need to put them in categories.
See, look, they'll always go vague, right? That is, women love the fog of war. That's their only tool, is just vagueness, right? And men will be begging for clarity. They never want to, because clarity means you're a hoe. When the fog clears, you're a hoe. So they need the fog. You either like me or you don't. Actually, no, I want to know. What's your body count? What's your body count, bro? What's your body count? I want to know your body count.
What kind of woman do you want? Sorry.
Me? Mm-hmm. I mean, I could deal with whatever. My thing is, I need her to come into my life and be an asset and not a liability. Right. Most girls are liabilities, to be honest.
Do you think? I think
100%.
the right woman, though, could, like, really just compliment you and make you, like, progress in your life.
Compliment me? I think I'd rather take it from my chat. Hey, chat, can you compliment me? So she's got no effect. She can't attract me anymore. Hey, I need some compliments. She's winning me over, dude. Nice teeth. Oh. You're rich as not yet. When I'm rich as it's game over for these bitches, right? So I'm gonna be like, hey, ladies, I got to dog all of you. And they'll be like, why, John? I'll say, I'm doing it for my old self who got f***ed over. I'm a time traveler. And I'm doing it for when I was 20 years old and had nothing.
Well, you got to train them.
No, you haven't. In order to train someone, you need them to listen. I'm telling you, no woman is listening to you.
What the f***? Then why do they sound like us? Like, and which is probably the cutest thing. When a girl sounds like me, listens to my music, watches what I watch, politically as she's kind of waking up, that's the best, right?
Like, most girls come into your life, like, and if you don't know what you're doing, she's going to come in as a liability, 100%.
No, you don't train them, though.
He's slaughtering this.
You have to train
It's
them.
like training a dog. You wouldn't do that.
You have to train them. You have to, right? Some you train for temporary, some you train for marriage, but you have to. You just have to. That's why she sees you as Yoda, really.
Here we go. I knew that was going to.
No, but it's true, though. It's not training. It's not something like, once again, it's just seeing this person as your equal.
I can't wait to be on this show, so I'm not going to ever be waiting for it. Like, well, you got to train them, and then I'm waiting for her to say, like a dog. I'm just going to be like, well, you got to train them like a dog. Arf, 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 like a dog. I'm just going to come at her with that energy. I'll be like, you're not twisting my words, because I'll twist them first.
Okay, but showing the person respect. It's not training.
So
What the f? You can respect a disciple, right? You should enter a dojo.
I look at it like, if I'm going to have a girlfriend and she's going to be my girl and she's going to have my title, well, she's got to be trained to rise up to a certain level, because I'm going to make her into an asset. Buy me a bag, do this, blah, blah, blah. Take me on trips, whatever, when they haven't earned.
Only buy them a bag and nice things if they're in a cage. That's it, okay? If they're not in a cage, don't get them anything, okay? Like when she says, John, I want to be Mrs. Zherka, I go, but it comes with a cage, are you sure? And then the cage is coming down like this. Just like WWE. It's coming down like this. And then as the cage is coming down, I say, baby girl, you're the chick, right? You're the bird. Stay right there, and the cage will completely protect you. Leave if you don't want to be mine. And then as the cage is coming down, bang! She goes, grabs the bars. Okay, I'm your girlfriend now. Now what? And now through the bars, I hand her the Louis Vuitton bag. I say, here you go. Right? And she goes, oh my God. I go, yo, we're flying out soon, right? Get pretty in that cage. We're flying first class. We're getting the out of here. She goes, oh my God, this is so awesome, right? That's how you do it.
Earned it. So you got to detrain those bad behaviors out of that girl and make her an asset into your life versus a liability. Most guys don't understand their value. They bring a girl into their life. They give her everything. She hasn't earned it. She doesn't respect him. She's walking all over him. She starts to dictate the relationship. You're not getting sex tonight, blah, blah, blah.
I've never gotten that, right? Shout out to every girl. Shout out to Bill. Shout out to everyone. I've never gotten the, you don't get no pussy tonight. Because when you look like me, you would like, are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure? But yeah, I feel so bad for men who go through that, where it's like, imagine your wife says, you won't get no box tonight, right? What do you say to that? what's the game there? I'll just fuck the dog, bro. I feel so bad for men, dude. Like, just be 6'5", bro. Just be a titan. Stay.
So rude. Obviously, this is your experience, so I can't argue that. But there's.
I mean, this is biology. Women are hardwired to extract resources from men. It's been that way since the beginning of time. Biology rules everything, guys. They could sit there and say, oh, but I'm doing this and my truth, blah, blah, blah. Biology rules you. There's one truth. There's no such.
There's the cage behind. That's the bird cage you got to put the girl in. That's your crush. You got to text your crush. Just send her a picture of this and say, I want you in this cage, and see how she reacts. That's exactly what I'm talking about, where it's hanging, right? And she just waits all day for you to come home to pipe. And don't go inside the cage. They're very dangerous. Pipe through the bars. Just like this, right? When they get feisty, you're just like, whoa, take a few steps back and be like, I'll come back when you're chilling.
Such thing as my truth. Female, typical, blah, 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 trash.
No, but I kind of feel like from my experience, if I'm going into someone's life, I would want to add value, so I wouldn't really.
Bitch, you like fucking how old and still single? You're doing a whole show and you can't get the job done. And everyone you meet on the show is the worst possible partner for you. It's brilliant. It's actually brilliant how this show is designed to ruin her life. Everyone wants to date you now. What? You've been on how many public dates? Yeah, if women understood how important reputation is, they'd understand why no guy throws rings at them.
Take things, and I kind of feel when you.
What did you just say 2 seconds ago? You said, in my experience.
Yeah,
I come in and I add value.
Yeah.
That's you. Majority of women come in, meet the guy. Okay, what can I get from this guy? Okay, this guy's a simp. I'll just take him out on dinner dates he could pay. I'm never going to smash him. Another guy, this guy's hot. You know, I can.
That's a hooker. If a woman has ever gone just for lobster dinner with no intention of smashing or seeing the guy again, that's literally a hooker. That it's trade, right? Let's say they just smash one time and they don't ever want to smash again, but they're smashing for a lobster dinner. That's literally a hooker. Like, you're literally engaging in prostitution.
Smash him, I can hang out with him. This guy, he has some utility. He's a plumber. Okay, he can do my.
No, don't fall for it, bro. Give her the lobster and say, go home with that, bitch. Don't ever fall for prostitution, because God is watching you. And God is like, what the
I'll give him a BJ once. Girls put guys in roles. It's your job as the man to make sure you're the top guy and you got the main role where you're not investing too much and she's investing more in you. Girls only respect men that they invest in. The girl always has to like the guy more than she likes him.
No, I think it works better the other way around.
When the guy likes the girl more?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Why?
What the
Doesn't it make sense?
Because women want a man that's better than them. So how do I look if I'm better than you and I'm sitting here chasing after you? It doesn't make sense. Women only respect men that they chase. It doesn't work the other way around.
based as so based. And it's not even attractive. If you're chasing a girl, that's the worst sex of your life. But if she's like, Daddy, don't leave me, Daddy. Daddy, pin me against the wall, Daddy. Daddy, just take me. Don't ever leave me. I need you. Now you guys are having fun.
Once again, with this like new wave of women, we don't want to keep fighting for a man that's if he's going to treat you like an option.
See, here's the thing. We can say that women are changing, whatever, but we're all slaves to our biology. Women are 100% okay with sharing men. It's been that way since the beginning of time. I would say it's even more apparent now. With Instagram, dating apps, etc., a minority of men are getting a majority of the women.
I don't recommend that she shares you, obviously, trad-pilled. But if she's like f***ing up and still in your life, you should just warn her. Be like, hey, if you f*** up big time, you have to share me or get the f*** out. But is that really marriage? Is that setting you up for marriage? No. Still a waste of time, but you're going to waste your time in a million ways, right? So I'd say only be satanic if they're satanic, and if you're being satanic in other ways. But the real answer is just get a wife and get your life together. Once you have a wife, you can focus on career for real.
And women are okay with that. I mean, walk into a nightclub. It's probably one of the most carnal representations of human nature. All the women are sitting in one section with a bunch of the guys that have the highest...
Fat old dudes on yachts, right? Most hot chicks in clubs pull out pubes out of their mouth. God, I had to suck his dick. Becky, I had to suck the fat, ugly guy's dick. And it's so sad because they'll be looking at the bouncers all jacked up and nice jawlines, and they're like, I'm in heat. I want him to pull my hair. I want him to call me a piece of shit. But they can't because he's making $15 an hour. So they have to go with the fat old guy at the club. And they're like, look, I took a better Instagram photo. I'm on a yacht. And really what a yacht means is use me world. No one, you know how little girls get married after one yacht photo? Nobody will ever marry. They have never once been married, and it's always to a cuck, which isn't a real marriage. If they get married, it's to a cuck. If I ever see one yacht photo, I don't care if it's her yacht. If I see one yacht photo, I say, holy shit, the devil is working through this woman. Stay the fuck away from her. And it's kind of pathetic, you know. Well, I fucked an ugly dude. I fucked an old dude because Queen, what the fuck, MAGA? Canadian. I fucked an old dude because I just wanted to go out. I'm just a to go out. Don't you hoes get tired of going out? Yikes. And there's no real examples of women having fun at home with their man. Do they watch Kim Kardashian and shit and they go, oh, that's what life is? Look, you could have billions of dollars and still be miserable. Look at Kanye, right? He don't even have his kids and wife because of this liberalism. What if her dad owns it though? Owns the yacht? You're coping because she told you that and you're coping. It's my dad's yacht. It's her daddy's yacht. And this is going to sound like I'm lying, but I swear to God, I'd rather be a broke Chad than a billionaire, fat, ugly dude. There's some aura you have as a Chad when you walk in rooms. You just feel great. You're like the construction worker guy. It feels awesome, dude. But the DJ Khaled is my favorite life crowd. I never understand them. I'm like, have you never been a Chad? You know, it's great. It's actually awesome.
Perceived status in that social setting versus all the other guys who are out there in general admission struggling. So, women always gravitate towards the best guys, and they're willing to share those guys.
So what's your type?
My type. Mm-hmm. Fit, feminine, friendly.
And fertile. That's really good. He's really good, man. He's smashing this out of the park. I give him a 9 out of 10 in Red Pill. He's really good. I give 9.5 to Kevin Samuels. I give Andrew Tate an 8.5. Unless he's not being comedic. When he's like Muslim, I like it. Very few red pillars that I would ever rate that high. Yeah. I just love that Myron doesn't have sex work in his career. That's like cleans it up for me.
Yeah.
Submissive. And coachable. To be trained. You got to train women, man. I know that sounds terrible.
He's still talking.
Yeah, because you're not. You're boring. Women don't like it when they get criticized. If I go on a podcast and I say, you know what, guys, you need to stop being bums. You need to get your money on point, stop being fat POSs, etc. They actually admire and respect that. People are in the chat, flame emojis, whatever. I go on rants on the guys all the time. I'm sweating, going crazy. It's like I'm delivering a preach. I think she's trying to grow me, but what she doesn't know is I'm a black belt in this. I've dealt with 10 girls like her at the same time on my podcast, so she's gonna take an L. Women rarely get held accountable for their poor decisions. Men do, though. Men have to live in reality. Women are afforded the privilege of being delusional. So when a guy criticizes a woman, oh my God, right? If you don't believe me, think about it. If a dude's fat, we just call him fat. You're a loser, huh? If a woman's fat, love your curves, girl. You go. She's rude and obnoxious. Oh, you know what, they just can't handle you. You're strong and independent, fierce.
Now hold up, pause. If they're fat and curvy, that's not the worst thing in the world, but it's never the case. It's always a fat chick calling herself curvy. And it's like, bitch, curvy means we're talking about your shape when you're standing straight looking right at me. We're not talking about your rolls are curvy. No one's ever said, we've never said that, dude. Oh my God. Yeah, curvy is like the greatest thing they could have. Like, that, man, what minute was I on? Someone give me that.
If the woman is equal to the guy, well, who's going to make the final decision? Nothing gets their value. Men must earn their value.
No, but I kind of feel like from my experience, if I'm going into someone's life, I would want to add value, so I wouldn't really take things. And I kind of feel when you...
What did you just say 2 seconds ago? You said, in my experience.
Yeah,
I come in and I add value.
Yeah.
That's you. Majority of women...
Where was I? Damn.
Going back 500 years?
The problem is this. Women are confused about what men actually want. They think body count matters, ladies. If you're a hoe. Such a negative term, but womanizers are actually necessarily, how do I say this? Sugar babies that are... All his success, she benefits from that.
Saying, in general, a lot of men get irritated, like nowadays, like...
The commanding officers on the battlefield, you're not...
Till you're serious, you know, because men like to play the field for a very long...
You like to go to the gym at this time. I'm going to make sure... Difference, though. No. Woman's fat. Love your curves, girl.
There it is.
You go. She's rude and obnoxious. Oh, you know what? They just can't handle you. You're strong and independent. Fierce. We have all these terms to cover up female inadequacies, but we don't have these same terms for men.
I think a lot of it comes from like narcissistic behavior from men and misogynistic
Women are far more
views.
narcissistic than men are.
No, women can be, so I'm not disputing that.
Far more narcissistic.
But I kind of feel like with men that attain a certain level of status and power, it gives you the opportunity to try and to dominate.
Big difference, though.
No, but this is
men
why
earn narcissism.
men do not earn a right to be narcissistic. Like, just shut up.
Notice how she said they dominate. When they're powerful, they dominate, and that's a problem. You mean the most attractive quality, the most arousing quality is a problem all of a sudden? This guy's dominating. He's just beating the shit out of everyone, making millions of dollars and just winning every lawsuit. And he's just win, dominates every part of his life. And then she goes, you know what? You can't dom me by ordering me around. What? They can go to someone who's not dominating.
Men earn confidence and arrogance. Women don't. Women are born with their value. Men must earn their value. So if a man's arrogant, more than likely he's probably accomplished something. When a woman's arrogant, 9 out of 10 times, she hasn't accomplished anything. She just has a bunch of DMs. See, this is the problem that a lot of modern day women have. They lack critical thinking skills. Women tend to go off of their feelings versus what's real. They go off the...
When he says feelings, he's saying short term. Women think short term, blue pill. Smart men think red pill, long term. Right? Everything short term is depression and anxiety wrapped up into a present. Everything. Anything black belt and long term is going to guard you.
Feels and not the reals. What a girl is supposed to do is come into a man's life, see where he's deficient. Okay, I noticed that you like to go to the gym at this time. I'm going to make sure that you have a protein shake with as many grams of protein as you need.
Just get a PA.
I'm going to make sure that's done, and I'm a deductive problem solver. I'm able to be observant, because that's women's gift, is being observant of social situations. That's why women are socially superior to men. Oh, I thought you were going to say that's sexist. Okay. No, it's never sexist when a guy mentions something about a woman that's positive. So a woman's job is to use that social calibration that they have, that they're superior to men in, and be able to be like, okay, this guy's deficient in this and deficient in this, etc. Let me come in, compliment, make this guy operate. He's already operating at 95%. I'm going to get him to 102. And when you're at a high level already, that extra 2, 3, 4, 5% is what helps you beat the competition.
This guy's dangerous. Women will do that. A lot of women will give you that life. They will give you that balance. They will compliment you, but they're not going to just do it until you're serious. You know, because men like to play the field for a very long time.
When you're with a guy of value, you got to understand that he has the leverage, not you. You're applying to be his girlfriend. My way or the highway, baby, because at the end of the day, when you can replace a girl, that's when she respects you. It's on the woman to
True, and it's true. It's true. It's true. And it's not really to like look cool. It's if you can replace someone in an instant, right? And women love to say, I can do that too. Yeah, no shit. And guys will smash a toaster. Like you're not looking hot doing this. If you can replace her in a second, you're showing the least desperation in her life, meaning she feels safe. But if she's your only woman that you can contact, now she feels terrified. Thank you, 300. She feels terrified if you don't have other girls. She feels terrified. She's like, what are you going to do to me? Am I your only girl? Blah, blah, blah. But if you have like a billion DMs, then she goes, oh, this guy isn't going to do anything bad. He's just going to move on. But if it's your only girl, from 7 billion people on earth, it's just her, now she feels scared and her anxiety spiked. And this is why they like players, right? They feel more safe with players, even though a lot of players are freaks.
Prove to me that she's worthy of a relationship. That's where a lot of girls make a mistake. They'll sit there and say, I'm good, I'm loyal, blah, 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 blah. I want to, see how you do before you get promoted. I'm not going to give a girl the position of secretary or underboss, right? Or second in charge of my company unless she's been vetted. She's got to work her way up. The problem is that we give women CEO jobs when they haven't proven themselves and they don't respect the job.
Who's listening to this man